Tell me, what is left to believe in when you are betrayed by your own?
Hey out there, you've got Sam here again, and today I want to take you through a new series. I want to take you through my favourite missions. Now, this series is just going to take you through some of the single player campaign stories, some of the single missions which I find really, really incredible. For me, multiplayer has always been a big facet of my gaming, but a great single player campaign, story-wise, is really what gets me hooked.
It's no use. We're out of time. We can't give up now.
Now, I wanted to start us off with a really well-known game, Call of Duty Black Ops. Now, Black Ops was released in November 2010, I think coming off 2009's release of Modern Warfare 2. Now, Black Ops, story-wise, it was the first of its kind in that it looked at the Cold War era, all around the CIA and behind the enemy lines missions. So if you're familiar with Black Ops, you're probably very familiar with the story. It's around the protagonist Alex Mason, who is in an interrogation room being bombarded with questions, and the story progresses as we flash back through his history.
The Russians fucked you up. I know you. You're not a traitor.
The gameplay here is from the second to last mission, Revelation, and there's actually not much shooting or anything like that going on here, but this mission is where everything gets pieced together. This is where all the bits and pieces and fragments of memory that were missing from Alex's memory gets put in place. So in the previous mission you saw two different point of views of a particular scenario. That's where, from Alex's point of view, Reznov killed Dr. Steiner, or took revenge and killed Dr. Steiner, but from Jason Hudson's point of view, the CIA agent who was interrogating Alex at the beginning of this gameplay. Now you see from his point of view that it was actually Alex who killed Dr. Steiner. So in this mission, Hudson reveals himself as the person who was interrogating Mason this whole time, and you also learn that one of the bad guys has sleeper agents over the United States, and they're going to broadcast a release of a dangerous Nova 6 gas. So Hudson was trying to stop the launch of the gas by getting to Dr. Steiner, but Mason had just made it to Dr. Steiner before that and had killed him.
Atypical. Few men possess such will.
So we also learn that while in prison in Russia, Mason was subject to severe mental reconditioning, and that was to turn him into a sleeper cell to perform Soviet missions in America. However, Reznov, the man who Mason still thinks is alive and thinks killed Steiner and so on, hijacked that mental reconditioning and instead used it to install in Mason devotion to him and vow revenge to kill Dragovich, Kravchenko and Steiner.
With my life. Here thus are not so different. We are all souls without an armor.
It's also in this mission where Mason realizes that Viktor Reznov was actually killed back in the escape in the Russian prison, and therefore all of the appearances of Reznov throughout the game were merely part of Mason's imagination, which were brought on by the intense nature of the brainwashing he had experienced, which meant all of the Reznov action, I believe you play him for a short time in the campaign, and all of the times you do see him or anything happens with him, it's actually Alex doing those things.
We are brothers, Mason. We are the same. Dragovich, Kravchenko, Steiner.
Dragovich brainwashed you, but Reznov had plans of his own.
Mason,
Reznov, how'd you get out of Vorkuta? Never thought I'd see you alive. He was never in Vietnam.
I'm sure you've had those like damn or holy shit moments. And for me personally, a twist like this in a campaign story is amazing. You know, it's the story writing, it's the time I've invested in playing this game, and then having a payoff or a twist or something like this is really what's entertaining and really awesome for me.
Mason! My name is Victor Reznov, and I will have my revenge! Mason, no!
So while Call of Duties are more well known for their multiplayer and the fast-paced action and so on, I really loved Black Ops for the story. Just this campaign and the overall outcome really got me going.
That's why it worked.
I hope you enjoyed this video. This is the first of my new series, My Favorite Missions.
Sabotaged you.
Once a week I'm going to release a new video like this, just explaining or going through my favorite missions or my favorite campaign stories throughout my gaming history. So if you enjoyed, please feel free to subscribe, and thanks for watching. We'll catch you later.
Strike is imminent.